What is important is that we need more people to get vaccinated. We do have a party, FPÖ, in Austria who is not supporting our general program. And this is one of our key topics and key problems that we have. So we need to convince people, and I'm asking really everybody to get vaccinated. This is the only thing which helps in the medium and the long run, and we're working on that.
Since November the 8th, Austria introduced what's called the 2G rule. Let me explain that. That excludes unvaccinated people from large parts of public life. And under the incremental government plan, as I understand it, once 30% of intensive care beds are occupied by COVID patients, unvaccinated people will be placed under lockdown. The current level is around 21% at the moment. Just how much longer before it reaches 30%?
Well, it is important that unvaccinated people are protected, and so therefore we launched this program and this measure. It is important that we make a difference between those who are vaccinated and those who are unvaccinated, and it will help us. So we have just launched this method and this action, and now we need to look at the results. And of course, again, we need to ask everybody to take the opportunity, and it's for free. It is available, it's broadly available, and numbers are rising in vaccination. This is a good sign, but still a lot has to be done.
Why has, though, Austria been so slow in comparison to other parts of Europe to vaccinate its population?
Well, as I mentioned before, we do have one party, FPÖ, in Austria, who is opposing the vaccination actively. And this differs Austria from other countries like Denmark, Italy or France. And this is one, and for me as a Minister for Economy, one of the key reasons why we have these issues. And it's then not only health issues which are caused by this, but it's also economic issues. And therefore, I need to insist also to this party to change their mind and to cooperate and to convince people who are following them, and not to use fake news, but to use the real knowledge of scientists and doctors who are telling us that vaccination is helping. This is proved everywhere, also in Austria.
This system that you have does raise ethical questions, of course, especially because many young Austrians don't believe in getting vaccinated. This is what one protester in Vienna had to say. I think it's very discriminating because I'm allowed to go to work, but the rest of the day I have to stay at home, he said. They feel discriminated against, to which you say what?
Well, it is important that everybody contributes to the current situation and is contributing so that we get out of this vicious circle. And this is what I'm telling them. It's not about discriminating anybody. It's about helping those elderly people which need to be protected. It's about those who cannot take a vaccination because of health reasons. And it is also about the future jobs of next generations. And this is what we need to think about now.
One criticism, of course, of locking down the unvaccinated, and we are hearing this across many parts of Europe that are considering this action, is that it ignores the risks of transmission among the vaccinated. And research has shown that the Delta variant is highly transmissible, even for those who are vaccinated. So there are appeals by some to do things like reduce risks in indoor spaces, strengthen social distancing rules, so that it applies to everybody and that it isn't seen to be discriminating as some see it. How do you respond to that?
Well, our scientists have also clearly said that, of course, if you are vaccinated, you can get the illness. However, it will not be that severe in most of the cases. If we look at people in our hospitals which are really severely hit by COVID, we can clearly see that they are unvaccinated and that this portion is really, really huge. And if you are vaccinated, you can transmit it, of course, but there is only little volume of viruses or less volume of viruses, and this is the key. It's the key to bringing it down to normal life and making normal life possible. And therefore, we need, countries have proven it, so other countries have proven it, we need a number of people who are vaccinated, and I'm happy that the numbers of people getting vaccinated the first, the second, and also the third time is now growing. So these measures are important for us.